Hey everyone, it's Tony for emodels.co.uk. Welcome to part 3 of the Terminator T-800 figurey buildy, standy build type thing. In this episode we shall be concentrating on this base mainly and getting all this detailed up and swanky and things like that as standard from the box. At the end of the build series I'll add a few more bits and pieces to that just to, I don't know, give you a few ideas for diorama bits and bobs in general, not just for this thing, in general. What I will also do now is just pop that off to one side because I've actually got to do some ordering now because I've realised out of all the paints I've got, they're all airbrushy type paints and stuff like that. I don't actually have any tabletop gaming style paints anymore, which is what I want to do with this. Yeah, so I've got to order some of those, so I'll do that in a minute and I'll talk you through that. Plan wise, I saw a couple of comments in the last video about non-metallic metals, which is that set there. I've actually had that set for a couple of years, but I've not actually had a chance to use it, so we'll do that on one of the figures. So the plan is, we've got 5 figures, I'm going to do 5 different techniques for metals, so I'll just shift you out of the way for a minute. So we'll just have a quick natter about these. I'm going to do an episode each, if I can, on the figures themselves, so I'll detail each step as I go along. So one figure will be done in non-metallic metals, so I'll just pop that off to the side. One figure will be done in the traditional Tamiya styly airbrush and brush type painting type things. All of them will be getting some kind of wash at some stage as well, so I can talk through the various washes with you. One of them will be getting the AK Interactive True Metals there, that one, which is like a waxy type thing, a waxy oily type thing. It's gorgeous stuff to work with, it really is. Yeah, so just over there I've had a little bit of a rearrange, so I can't quite get into that drawer at the moment because I'm still in the middle of doing that. But the first smelly old Alclad I managed to grab hold of was gunmetal. I love that purpley sheen inside. I love that, it really does need a good shake. So we'll deal with Alclads separately, not right now, we'll deal with it separately. I'll actually use more of a chromy colour when I get around to this episode. Basically with this stuff, yeah, get everybody to leave the house for about 4 days when you're using it, because it stinks, it really does stink, but the finish you get is absolutely superb. We'll deal with smelly old Alclads though when we get there. I will do that possibly as the last episode. I know it's tormenting you, but I really want to leave that as long as possible when I know I've got the house to myself for the day, which will be 2 weeks from now, I think it is. So it's going to take me that long roughly to get to the editing the episodes together. So for you it's not going to make much difference, you're still going to have to wait around for that, but yeah, smelly old Alclads. I'm going to have to tackle them at some point anyway. We need a 5th figure, which is going to be in the tabletop gaming style, because that's what this thing's reminding me of, which is why I'm having to do some ordering, so I'm not going to show you my pin number. Oops. Right, yeah, that's for Thursday, because it's Thursday. So emodels, that's how to spell it right. Go. And then we need, and this is going to blow your minds. I know a lot of you guys don't like Revel. I've had some good experiences, I've had some bad experiences, but I love their paint. Their acrylic paint. Revel paints. So I don't need mixing cups, not the enamels, I don't want the enamels, I want the acrylics. Revel acrylic paints. Here we go, Revel acrylic paints. It does all the guesswork for you. It's brilliant, can you see that? Or my big fat thumbs in the way? Right, Revel acrylic paints. So it does all the guesswork for you. I'm doing this off my phone. It's great. Aqua. Revel aqua colour, there you go. So it's done the guesswork again for me. There we go, that's the stuff I'm after. Right, so I'm just gonna have a quick nosy. Don't want white, don't want white. Do I want white? Yeah, I probably do need a white. So I'll add that to the basket. Oh, sniffles, don't like that. See you back out again. So that's added to the basket. We'll need a black, so I'll add that to a basket. Anthracite. Anthracite's a great colour. It's like a really dark grey, and you can use it for like tyres on 1/35th scale vehicles, paint the tyre in anthracite, and then you can do all your shadow lines and things like that with black. It makes it look a little bit more realistic than just black. So I need some more greys. Oh, fire red, fire red, fire red. I want some greys and a couple of silvers. Grey USAF. Yeah, why not? I'll have one of those. Mouse grey. Mouse grey. Do we need mouse grey? Yeah, why not? So I'll do mouse grey. I really shouldn't do this while I've finished work. So you can see there's gloss colours and there's matte colours as well, which comes in handy. And these are acrylic, you know, like water-based acrylics, hence the name Aqua. Gunship grey, no, it's a bit too dark. Stone grey, stone grey's a good one. That's a basket. We'll need a stone grey. Let's go to page 2, because I need some silvers. Not seeing the silvers yet. Now I'm going to be using these instead of traditional tabletop gaming colours. No, don't want any more greys. And the thing with the greys as well, I can use black and white to darken and lighten the greys down. Up and down, even. Come on, where's your metals? We've got metals. Silver metallic, there we go, there's one. So silver metallic. Steel metallic, we'll have that. We need brass. Yeah, why not? We'll have brass. Oh, I'm spending money. Right, don't tell me missus I'm spending money. So that's a basket as well. Don't tell me missus I'm spending the money. So I'm going to have to wait for these paints to arrive now before I can actually start working on that base, but once they do arrive you'll see the rest of the clip carry on. And these are the silky colours, so these are like semi-mattes if I remember rightly. Right, let's see how much I've spent so far, because I still need some bits and bobs. £12.40, right, so if my silly fat fingers will get into the thing. Okay. Interactive. What's it called? True metals? True metal, there we go. So I've got aluminium already. Metallic blue. No, that's for another time. We'll get those another time. Copper, copper, no. Aluminium, got that. Dark aluminium. Ooh. Steel, got that. I'm sure I've got that. Have I got that? Silver, iron, brass, gunmetal. I've got gunmetal. Steel, get steel. Steel, steel, steel. Right. So get the steel as well. Now I'm actually going to cut this part out because I don't want to, show you guys my personal details. So I might actually. Do I need weathering powders? This might take a while. I'll be back in a minute. Proceed to check out. So I'm going to do this bit off screen, so I'm not going to see all my personal details because personal. Is that one there? The PayPal. Yeah, they do PayPal. It's great. Place order now. Place order now. Please wait processing your order. My Wi-Fi's terrible. There you go. Your order has been received. Magic. Right. I shall stop there because it says continue shopping at the bottom. What it says, continue shopping. Continue shopping. Peter, please take that off because it's so tempting. I love you guys dearly, but please, please stop tempting me like this. Your account, log out. Your account, log out. Thinking. My Wi-Fi is shocking. I need new Wi-Fi. So that's that. Right. So it's one of these now. Also wait for the paints to arrive. But whilst I'm waiting for the paints to arrive, I'll begin filming the figures and talk you through some of those, and you'll get to see those after we do the base. I know, I'm teasing. I know. Because it's me. It's my video. I can do what I want in my videos. Really? Oh. Right then, the only thing is, now that I've done that, I've... oh, no, don't want that. I've completely missed the deadline for ordering, so it's going to be 2 days before that arrives now. Yeah. Okay, dog. Hey, generic smartphone. Set timer for 2 days, please.
Sorry, I can only set timers for up to 24 hours. Try setting a reminder instead.
Bang goes the Cookie Monster advert. Yeah. Right, 2 days. What can I do in 2 days? Ooh! No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Here, human.
Hello.
Here, human.
That's the postman.
Got a treat for you.
That's the postman.
Someone there? Hello? Someone there? You can't hide forever. Found you.
Hey, you! It's Tony for email. Ow! Ow! Whoa! Stop! Is this a fight?
Stop complaining.
All right, if I join in.
Stop moving, stupid man! Smashing! I win again.
Ow! Oh, I tell you what, he's got a hard nose. Oh, he really has got a hard nose. Right. Yeah. Box. Box. Yeah. Free paper. Quick. Right, we can crack on. Make interactive oil thingy. Doodah. So that's for one of the robot TT things. That's silver. So that's for the robot type thing. That's what's that? That's stone grey. That's steel. That's for robot. That's aluminium. Not aluminum. Aluminium. Anthracite. What's that? Matte tar black. That'll be a nice one to look at. White. Right. We can crack on with the basey thing. Hey, right, I've got my coffee. I'm happy now. So, we're going to start with painting this lovely brickwork archy thing, like that. And we're going to be using, first of all, a palette. Vallejo model colour. Which one's this? This is stone grey. Going to be using this first, and we're just going to base coat everything on the archway. So I'm just going to make myself a little bit of space here. Shift you. You can shift. You can go there. We need a fairly wide brush for this one. So it's literally just a case of slapping it everywhere on that archway. So I need quite a wide brush. You'll do. I'm going to use this neat. This is water-based acrylic, and you can thin it down with water, but I need good coverage, and I want a good thick coverage as well. So, good squirt in the palette. Hopefully, you just caught that just off to the side there. And it's literally a case of just whacking it in, getting it all into the crooks and nannies and things like that. This is going to actually be a double-edged sword on this archway. This is going to act as my mortar and as a base for the sandstone effect I'm going to do, hopefully, on the arch itself. On the box it does show it's like a grey, a stone grey type effect on that archway itself, but I want the sandstone. I like sandstone. Now, in the tabletop gaming world, there's a good couple thousand different ways of doing this. There's loads of really good channels on the YouTubes and stuff like that. For brickwork itself, you know, them guys tend to concentrate on the figures and basic terrain. But for buildings themselves, the best tutorials I've ever seen actually come from the model railways, when they do the sheds and the stations themselves and things like that. Have a look at some of their videos if you can. The level of detail them guys managed to achieve is absolutely mind-blowing, and it's in, you know, quite a few scales as well that you wouldn't normally be working in traditional model making. Oh, I can't remember the names offhand. I'm subscribed to quite a few of these guys on my personal channel, and yeah, just go and have a nosy. I'll put links in the video, hopefully, if I remember. Go pay them a visit, and you'll see as well when they actually do a lot of their carriages and things like that. You know, the box cars, as they call them in America. Some of the streaking effects you see there, you know, they're better than anything I could do. That's better than anything I could do, and I learnt quite a lot of stuff from the train world. Even though I don't do trains myself, I haven't got a train set or anything like that. The stuff I've learnt off them guys in the last couple of years has been absolutely amazing. So give those guys a check. As you can see, I'm going straight from the jar, straight onto the brush and straight onto the model. Not thinning this down any way, shape or form. I'm after some of the texture as well that the thicker paint will give me. I'm not being careful around the base either. If you get it on the base, don't worry, because obviously we're painting this afterwards. And again, if you paint this afterwards, don't worry about getting it on the wall, because it'll add to the effect of the damage and the dust and stuff like that. So if we look at the clip of Terminator 2, right at the beginning of the film, it's just utter devastation. There's buildings knocked over left, right and centre. So it's basically all dust anyway, which will accumulate, you know, up the wall, as it were. So you'll have dust around the base anyway. And you'll have it up the wall as well. Yes, Fox, I know I drive you up the wall. You drive me up the bloody wall sometimes as well. So, as you can see, whack it on. Don't be too shy. Get it in all the crooks and nannies. Like I say, this is going out as the mortar and as the base of a sandstone type thing anyway. So we'll just get it in there. So that's the basic job done. Just grab a couple more of them crooks and nannies. So we're just going to leave that to dry itself. In the meantime, we'll whack into this bit here as well, this column. We'll get some kind of sandstone effects on that as well, because the rest of this is going to be grey. I don't want a concrete pillar. I want a sandstone pillar. In my mind, that screams church. I don't know why. That archway, show the archway. That archway screams church. I could be wrong. I most likely am. In fact, I always am. Such is my life. What I'm also going to do as well is, I'll talk about it when I actually get around to doing the skeleton bones and the skulls. The mistake quite a few people make is that they do the skeleton white. A natural skeleton isn't white, it's this funny colour. It's not far off that colour if you look at a proper skeleton. It's not far off that colour at all, so I'll more than likely base coat these skulls in this colour too. And work from there. then where's that gone? I saw that a minute ago. There it is. There's a block there. Big block there. So I'll catch that. And that, and there's a tiny little bit left on the pallet. That works out well. I like that. Oops. I do beg your pudding. Smacking you in the chin with my brush. That's not nice. So I'll get all that in there. So like I say, I'm not being careful. It all adds to the texture. Right, I think that was it. What's worrying me is just down here, you don't think you'll be able to pick it up. There's an upside down skull, so I'm actually looking at the bottom of somebody's, that's the front of his, that's his top teeth there. So he's actually got no jaw, so I'm actually looking at the roof of his mouth on that bit, and it's freaking me out. Well, that's a part of a human being that nobody should ever see. Oh, will you stop it? Did it catch you in the eye then? I got you in the eye, didn't I? Like that. I need 3D cameras. Well, that just looks amazing when I'm editing. Right, so. Oh, missed that bit. Right, stop your prattling, Tony, get on with it. Alrighty, that's that. Leave that to dry. I don't know why. For the last few minutes I've had the Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head. And yeah, I don't know. I've not even listened to it recently. All of a sudden, crackers. Right, so I could do with a bit more shake. I've been shaking this for about half an hour. Oh, no, I haven't. Looks a bit hinky, that. Yeah, that's definitely not mixed properly. Yes, so Vallejo model colour, flat brown. As the base for my brick. I just spent a couple of minutes shaking this. It came out goopy. What's that about? There we go. It's still a bit wonky, but it'll do. There we go. So let's give that a quick mix on my palette. And we're basically now going to dry brush the flat brown over these bricks here. So where's my kitchen roll then? Where's my kitchen roll? I've just had kitchen roll in my hand right there and it's gone. Right, grab another piece. So as you can just see, we've just loaded that brush up completely with flat brown. Let's shift that out of the way. Bring in the kitchen roll, and then we're going to take most of that back off again. That still doesn't quite look right. What's going on with me flat brown? You're making me look daft on national telly, love. Should I? That's better. There we go. That's more like it. It's a brand new bottle, so it's... What? Right. Is she poorly? Is she poorly? Okay. Yay! Right. I'm filming. Please be quiet. We're going out. Right, so sorted that flat brown out now. Is when you get one of these bottles, this area here tends to be all gooed up with all the I don't know, fluids and all the stuff and the what's it and the doodah. Right, so take most of that back off again, and then my dog's barking. I'm going to do it on the back side first, and it's literally going to be a case of just very gently going backwards and forwards, transferring the colour on. Don't worry, like this at the moment looks like it's not going on at all. It is, trust me. What we're going for is building up the layers of the brick, and we can actually achieve a whitewashed effect to the brick. Like so. Because of the way the brick's shaped. Now, it will build up in a couple of layers. Don't expect to do this all in one go. And try not to go too hard over the top, otherwise you'll go into the grooves where the mortar is. But it will build up eventually. Just be patient with it and enjoy this. This is actually quite therapeutic, this. Listening to your brush scrubbing across all the bristles, the bricks even. There we go, so it does build up. As a beginner, it's one of the scariest things as you're doing dry brushing. You're thinking to yourself, that's not doing anything, and you go overboard with it. But it does build very slowly, very gradually. So be patient, just work through it. It's fine. Put some more on the palette. Carrier fluid, that's the word I was looking for. Sorry, that was a bit loud, that. Take most of that back off again and come around for this side. Let's give myself a bit more room. There we go. Now I can get in. It's an awkward shape, this. It's not if you're just working on it on your jack. When you're filming, you've got to try and get it under your camera, and it's a bit cumbersome. I think I mentioned this in a previous clip as well. Have a quick look around the model railways videos on YouTube. There's some cracking building techniques on there. Building techniques design, painting, painting buildings. At this stage I am normally listening to music. I'm doing my normal builds. That's a bit too much on the brush. That's fine. As I'm working on this, I'm letting my imagination run wild again. I'm thinking to myself, what can I do? Just sort of a bit of, I don't know. Bearing in mind it's a battle scene. What can I do to add a bit of realism to it? And I've let my imagination run wild over the last couple of days. And one of the things I've come up with, that's kind of cool. You can actually see two courses of bricks through there. I like that. One of the things I'm thinking of, I'm going to make you wait. Yeah. It's a bit macabre, to be honest. And I'm wondering if I can get away with it in this kind of corner here. Nope, it's not firing squad. I thought about that, but no, we're not doing firing squads. That's a bit too gruesome. He's gone quiet again. Who said thank you? No, stop it. That's not nice. There we go. Right, so I'm going to let that dry for about 20 minutes or so. And I'll come back and have a quick look at that. See how it's drying. But you can see now the brown's building up nicely. We need to redify that now with some brick red. So that's the base coat. Drying and things like that. So whilst that's drying, we'll come back and have a quick look at some of these bricks that are knocking about here. Now that brick there, or actually painted these off camera. I spotted them out of the corner of my eye. I was like, oh yep, I spotted something somewhere. So I'll just catch these as well. Real shot. Real shot even. So we'll just catch them in. Like so. Right. Quickly in the brush. So into a couple of water off to the side. I've got hook hips. And then dry the brush off on here. And again, don't grab your bristles. Clean up to, or dry up to the bristles even. Can't get my words out today, what's going on? And then dry the bristles off like that. Still a bit of paint on there, look at that. No, that's fine. It's on the back of my hand, it's fine. Right. So I'm going to use, let me see, I've got some dark sand. Got some khaki, what does that look like? These are actually, I bought these for desert rat uniforms. Yeah, it's not a bad colour. Right. So, use this khaki for some of this sandstone here. Just to get that kind of motley effect you get with sandstone. So again, load the brush. Like so. Wipe most of that back off. And just have a quick scrub. With this one being a darker colour than the base coat, try and get into the recesses more than anything. He says completely missing the recess. Let's get a bit more on. Khaki, there he is. Now I'm actually going to do some wet blending with these as well, so I'm not going to let these dry completely. I'm just going to carry on working with them. So they can all mix together as one. And then we've got, what's this one? This is dark sand. Oh, hold on. I missed those two fellas there. Come on, load up. Load up, load up, load up. Rub the bullets. Stop it! Dark sand. So let's call it that. It's nice and light. So I'm actually going to mix that on the brush. I've not even cleaned the brush, I'm just going straight in. Just to give it that motley effect. Which will hopefully mix with the khaki that's still drying. As you say, I'm not being any thoughtful or anything like that, I'm just literally just whacking it on. Not paying attention to shapes or anything. Or following lines, I'm just literally whacking it on over the top. And the lighting is terrible, I know, but it's actually blending the colours together a little bit. So we gradually build it all up. Don't forget as well, we've got some other weathering techniques to go over the top of this. So this is just like a base coat. It's just a building block that we can work with. So let's grab some more on to pick some of these extreme highlights here. So that's it. As you can see, I'm literally just throwing it on. Not being gentle. Nature's not gentle. And obviously, as you build the layers up, go a little bit more gently than you have been doing. I like that. I do like that. Right, let's see if I can mix some more of that khaki in. Just at the bottom here, just to emphasise that shadow. And that's more of a stippling motion now that we work into, just to blend it. Excuse me. I do like these army painter brushes. It's like that angle that they've given us, it works perfectly. You can get into the crux and it's normally, you know, these brushes here that I use for my oil dry brushing actually started off this kind of shape as a chisel. So this one's a little bit more intuitive with the angle cut on it. I like that. I do like that. Right, leave them to dry, and then we'll have a look at reddening that brick up a little bit. Oh, wait, you behave. Right. Okie dokie. Yes, okie dokie. Alright, so that's at about an hour or so to dry off. So we're going to start having a pick at. I don't need silvers or anything like that. Stone grey. Yeah. I'm starting to pick at this base itself now. Using these Rebel jobbies. Now, they do come in that paper wrappage. Just very carefully, very gently slit the paper. Like so. Keep it like that. Yeah, why not? There we go, so that's done. That's that one. That's that one. That's that one. Get off. Right. Good shake. And I'm going to darken this down with the anthracite grey. Or should I use anthracite grey first? Let's use anthracite grey first. Do be careful as well when you're slicing this, because I've done this in the past with one of their other colours, and as I put the knife blade in, I did it a little bit too heavy and I did it sideways, and the knife blade went in properly and the lead went paint everywhere. Brilliant. So shift that before I cut myself. I love this anthracite colour. That crack there was my wrist. I got old. And then you do like this funny little twist thing, and off it pops. Now, paints are one of the few things that I absolutely adore about Rebel. Some of their kits, I've got to be honest, have been shockers, and I've built some other shockers. But their paints is something they actually do quite well. So again, I'm just going to go straight from the lid. Oops. Where are we? There we are. Straight from the lid, straight onto the palette. As you can see, it's quite a dark grey colour. It's a beautiful colour. Now, if I'm brush painting details, I'll use this instead of black, because it is a really, really lovely colour. I'm just going to basically whack it on everywhere. And I'll use the light, because it is so dark, I'll use the light itself to show me where I'm painting. And of course, as we approach the painted stuff we've already done, I'll slow down a little bit, and then I'll use a smaller brush to get into those details. Basic idea here is to go around the thing, just lighten that black up a little bit. It won't jump out smack you in the face straight away, but what we're going to do now is a little bit more wet blending if we can with the stone grey, by mixing that in the palette and then mixing it on the base itself. So just be careful around about there. If you do miss bits, especially around where the skulls are, it just adds to the effect afterwards. That there's a shadow there. It's like I can see with the light here, as I'm looking at it, there's a few patches that I can't quite get to, or I haven't quite got to. That's fine. You'll see the effect build up. Like I say, this grey's a bit too dark for what we're doing, so I can demonstrate properly. But I actually need to paint this on. That's it, as we approach the detail work, I'll back off and use a smaller brush just to get in properly. Try and get my head around the piece on the camera at the same time here. It's quite bizarre. So my sound levels might go a bit wonky now because I'm actually, my head's over here somewhere now. Normally I look through this viewfinder, where are we, this viewfinder. But I'm actually off to the side now. Oh, I will be in a second. There we go, right, I'm off to the side now. You didn't really need to know that, did you? Just extra talkage. Alright, who said shut up? So again, I'll get as close as I can to the detail work without actually touching it. Oh, sorry. I'll smack you in the back of the head whilst I'm at it. Right, so that should take care of that dark grey. Here's the main. Right. So I can plonk that there for a second. I don't need to clean that brush just yet, because we'll be using it again in a minute. I'm just going to load the smaller brush up, just so we can get into these details here. Okay, it doesn't matter if we don't get right up to the blocks themselves. That's not a problem, because we can blend that in with other weathering effects. So don't worry too much. Okay, somebody's moving bins around outside and it's not even bin day. How odd. Oh, yeah, we're out shot. Fantastic, why not? Alright, let's zoom in a bit. Whoop. Focus! Going this way. Let's do, where are we? Let's do that one. So don't worry too much if we don't get right up to it. So we've got dusty layers that we can do around this as well. It's fine. As you can see, some of the original layers are still showing through. That's okay. We'll catch that eventually. Not a problem. I'll show some of these bricks here. Let's catch that one a bit more. And that actually adds to where the sandstone's broken down as well. We can't quite reach. Where are we? I'm just going to fiddle with the light a little bit. I don't know if you can make that out. You can still see the black showing through. That lighting's terrible, so it doesn't really help. You should be able to, just in these little areas, see the black showing through, the original black. So that's okay, that's what we're after. So if I close that lid now, there should be enough anthracite. Make sure the lid is firmly on with these things as well. So there should be enough anthracite on there, on the pallet, to help us out. And we're going to take a smidgen of this lovely stone grey colour. A smidgen. Zoom out before we start making people feel poorly. I'll shift you out of the way. So a smidgen. Just mix those two together and get some more anthracite. Like so. A smidgen of the stone grey. Bit more than that, Tony. Just to lighten everything. In fact, let's get a lot more stone grey. There we go. So we're now lightening that original anthracite. And again, take most of that back off on the toilet side of us. Try and fit you into my rather crowded spray booth. Again, take most of that back off, and then same effect. Just go at it, run around, nice and lightly. And each time we do this now, we come up a little bit with the pressure, so we're not pressing down as hard with the brush, so we're literally catching all the raised details. That's fine, just give that white with a thumb, just has to be effect. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so hopefully you can see that lift a little bit more. Just start playing with the lighting again. You should start seeing the layers of grey building up now. Like so. So I'll add just a lot more. So we're making a lighter grey again. I'm going to take most of that back off. So you're basically working through all your shades. And a lighter again with the brush strokes. should see now as well as we start filling in the skulls. So the skulls start coming up to a more skull-like colour. See that effect better now with that shade. So we're now leaving all that lovely detail behind. Which is rather lovely. And we're going again with the stone grey to lighten that grey up even further. Like so. Get out the shiny bits, Tony. There we go. So we're going a little bit lighter again. So we're coming more up to a concrete colour now. This is what we're after, so I'm just going to shift that. So you can see I've not let any of that dry, I've just gone straight over the top each time, so we're actually blending the paints at the same time. Get back in shot, Tony. And then go over it all again. Bring these colours in. We can even whack it over the top of the sandstone just to unify it all. And bring it onto the base of the brickwork itself. So we've got that dust layer building up now. Like that. Right, so we'll let that one dry now completely. That's literally what, a quarter of an hour's worth of work. Just brings everything up, and the next stage will be working on all those skulls. Right then, so we'll finish the episode here because I've got too much to cram into one episode again. So we'll carry on next time and I'll bring you up to this stage here. And as you can see from the wall itself, we've not quite added all that red stuff that I was talking about earlier on in the clip. So we'll carry on working with that, and we'll be using for that the Make Productions, which one's this? Urban Diorama Colours, which I've thrown the box away, folks. I opened that a while ago. So pop ahead, I'll hopefully remember to post a picture here. Oh, sunny again, is it? So you can hear all around the estate, it's just bikes zipping off all over the place like that. So yeah, that's the Urban Diorama Colours. I'll flash a photo here. Have I done that already? I can't quite remember. Anyway, and I also got ages and ages and ages ago when I first came back properly to the hobby a while back, these MIG powders. I've opened a couple of them, as you can see, but they came in a set. Stay. And for life of me I can't remember which set it was. As you can see, I've not opened any of them, or some of them even. So we'll be having a nosy at these. So, like European Earth. Standard Rust, Industrial City Dirt, that'll come in very, very handy, so we'll definitely have that one out. Black Smoke, definitely need that one. Ashes White, we'll have a go with that. What else have we got? Vietnam Earth, probably not. We've got Standard and Light Rust, and possibly Light European Earth anyway, so we'll have a nosy at those. And we'll do some mixing and stuff like that. We'll probably need some of these things as well. And we will definitely need, I do know this from the little experiments I've done in the past with them, he says stalling because you can't find it. You can't find it. I've had to tidy up again, I can't find anything. Can't find it. Where'd he gone? There you are. And we'll need some odourless turpentine type stuff. Yeah, I know, they're all big 502 Optilong type stuff, because that's what I was buying at the time. So yeah, we'll come back next episode and finish this little thing off, and then hopefully the episode after that we'll be working on the T-800s themselves. Can't wait for that one. But all available from my mates at emodels.co.uk. Show you later now. emodels.co.uk. Bob along, tell them I said hi, and ask them to sell you things. Great guys, dead easy, as you can see from the earlier clip where I used my phone to order stuff. I can order stuff on my phone. That's dangerous. Peter, please have the IT bots take away that continue shopping thing, because I very nearly spent more money, and yeah, I'm getting shouted at. I did. I got shouted at. The missus came along with a frying pan. I went, "Wallop! What are you doing? You're spending money. Wallop! We've got bills to wallop." I'll stop messing about. So join me next time and we'll do things with stuff and we'll finish the base. Until then, take care guys.